YouTube. This is Erica off the Classy Climb blog. I'm coming today talking about a question this guy put, and I was confused, but I'm going to put it out there in a minute. And it's about raising capital to start a business. But first, before we start, check down below for the Classy Climb School, how to start a business from scratch, how to make more income, and also how to design a life that you want to live. The guy basically said, which I was almost confused, where do I get capital from to start my business? I mean, I'm not Mexican and I'm not Asian, so I can't get a minority loan. How do I get capital to start my business? First off, being Black, Asian, or Mexican doesn't guarantee you any kind of minority loan from the bank. I will assure you, I've looked and I've tried. Now, maybe if you're talking about farming or capital farm credit or different things like that, maybe you can get a minority loan in that sense of the word. But SBA may work with you, but not really because you're a minority. You get capital from your mind, your noggin. If you're working a 9 to 5 and you have no money left over and you want to start a business, something has to give, right? So either you're going to have to drive for Uber Friday, Saturdays, get you a couple hundreds of dollars and then start your business, or you're going to have to work a second job and use that income to fuel your business. Somewhere in this equation, it ends on you. And to think that, Asians or Mexicans or Blacks have some minority loan that helps them start their businesses is downright honestly insulting. It's actually shortchanging the fact that these people probably have worked very hard to start their business and just been smart about it. Okay. So not knocking you, just saying in general that on top of that, a lot of times with Hispanic businesses that I've seen with my own eyes, it's a service related business. There's been a few restaurants for sure. I know 2 people who own restaurants, but the other ones are all service related. Landscaping, mechanic, fence. One was a fence mender. Like he didn't do a whole fence, but he fixed your fence if it had holes in it and loose. A couple different ones, but they're all service. And guess what they did? Knocked on the door. They knocked on the door for the landscaping, the tree cutting, the service, the windows, whatever it was. They knocked on the door. And people always go, well, Erica, those markets are oversaturated. Guess what? If you get your 100 clients, who cares? If you get your 50 clients a month, who cares if a market is oversaturated? If you get your 50, if you find a neighborhood that just no one cares about and you go over there and you're the neighborhood lawn cutting man, that's what's important. Because sometimes people go, $50 or $100 to cut that grass and all my energy. And you're like, dude, 50 times 100 is $5,000 a month. 100 times 100 yards a month is like $10,000, dude. Like, you'd make a lot of money, right? And so sometimes you're talking to people and you're like, I know it's a labor intensive field and people always say it's so much competition and they lose clients. But honestly, if you kind of keep a base of 50 or 100 clients, and even if you keep a base of 20 something clients, right? And you upsell, like, hey, not only will we do this, we'll cut your grass, we're going to fix these gutters, or not only are we going to do this, we're going to fix your landscaping and make it, design it look better, or we're going to clear these leaves out, or we're going to fix your drainage. Like, there has to be some upsell. We're going to cut these bushes down for an extra 20, something. And there are channels about landscaping, and I won't have to go necessarily into that. But my point of it here, this video is, you get capital mostly from the pre-sale of the ideal, Kickstarter, knocking on doors, pitching it to people. You get capital for bigger launches, usually through credit cards. I hate to say that, but I know a lot of people who've actually built up their business credit and opened a small convenience store in a lower income neighborhood because the rent was cheap. And I think he used maybe $20,000 worth of income on his card because he got a lot of the supplies from China as far as paper, washing detergent, different things like that. And it got shipped over from China, and he filled the whole store, stocked the store up. It was like a little tiny dollar store if you think about it. So don't shortchange people. Don't assume people get some magical money from the sky. People think affirmative action does all this stuff, but it really doesn't. And I'm really sorry that you believe that, but you can get capital. You can raise it. It's many ways to do it. Good luck out there. If you have more questions, please send them. I love answering them. You guys have an awesome day.